Hi everyone, it's Carolyn and Jean here at the attic with our next installment of our Floss tube, and welcome to this is number 5. Okay,
I can't remember.
I can't either. I'm not very good at that whole numbering of the video thing, and we just want to say that we have been overwhelmed with your support. Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate all of the emails and all of the orders
And your patience.
and your patience. There's less of us here, and we're working different shifts so that we make sure that we're being safe, and
We're doing the best we can.
we really are. And so, speaking of that, let's do some housekeeping a little bit. So one thing that we've noticed is when you send in your emails, some emails are going to both email addresses. There's 2 email addresses. I'm going to put them down here. And one is jeanlee@me.com, and the second email address is atticneedlework@gmail.com. Now, one of those emails to Jean Lee go to Jean. Attic Needlework ones come to me, but we both see them, if you've sent them to both places. But here's what we ask. Please send it to Attic Needlework or
JeanLee@me.com. Not both.
not both, please.
We've been pulling and duplicating efforts, and we don't have enough time to do that. So
Yeah,
thank you very much.
We appreciate that you want to make sure that we get it, but when you send it to both of us, then we both run around the store trying to put your order together, and then we have a conversation and we realize we're doing the same work, and
Too much to duplicate.
Yeah,
Too much to do to
right.
duplicate. But one thing I would like to say is, if for some reason you've sent an email to one or the other of us and you haven't heard back, and not the next day, please give us a little bit more time. But if a period of time has passed, it's fine to resend it, because truly this has been overwhelming in the amount of emails that we've gotten, and it's very easy to lose one in that. And so I'm not offended at all, and I would rather have you send it again, but give it a week at least, because we might be that far behind.
Yeah, at least. And I have instituted, you will get an email back immediately, just to let you know that it has been received, because sometimes I get emails and they'll say, I don't know if you got the first email, so I'm sending it again, and I have the first email, it's printed, but maybe I haven't responded because I'm waiting for something. So this way you
Right.
got it. And also, don't call the next day
And place the same
and
order.
place the same order, because
That's again a duplication
Yeah.
of our efforts.
yeah, and I'll be putting together an email order, and then I'll pull the file and it's already all put together because somebody called it in and put it together that way. So
Our staff works off of the phone orders, and Carolyn and I work off of the email orders, and never the twain shall meet.
right, we're hoping not to be able to duplicate everything. So also, we are letting the phone go to voicemail, and at the beginning of each work day, either Natalie or April or Carol, they are returning phone calls the next day. So if you're leaving a voicemail, that you will get a call back the next business day, and when they're fresh, and they spend probably the first 2 hours of the day.
Yes.
At least the first 2 hours of the day.
One person, 2 hours,
Yeah, 2
returning
hours.
calls.
And
And it was really necessary, because I was seeing my staff, the Herculean efforts they're making to try to accommodate this new way of doing business. I was seeing them be so stressed because they were trying to put together orders, and they were interrupted constantly with phone calls saying, could you tell me the update on my order? And that takes so much time, and it was so disruptive, and I just had to do something so they would be more comfortable and happy here. And
Yeah.
everybody's happy again.
yeah, it was really stressful because it's in a constant state of interruption, so there's no way to get
Well,
anything
and I
done.
think everybody's feeling they were on a treadmill, because they were
Yes.
trying to get the orders filled, but not doing it because of the interruption of the phone calls. Anyway, it's working beautifully, and I hope that it's okay on your end too, that you don't mind us
Right.
doing that.
Right. And we do love to chat with you when we call you to clarify or to call you back from the day before. So we appreciate the voicemails, and we appreciate being able to talk with you. Just, we need to do it when we can instead of halfway through a task.
Yes.
Anyway.
Thanks for your understanding.
Yeah, you guys have been so good and so nice and so, I just really have felt the love and support of the needlework community during this time.
Yes.
When so many businesses aren't able to stay open, and I'm really grateful that we are here and processing your orders, and you're ordering and watching, and yay! High five to all of you.
And all over the world. I've gotten emails from Europe and Scotland, many faraway places.
Yeah. So thank you. We just want to reach out and give you all a big hug.
And it's so wonderful to be able to share the attic with all of you. You can't come to visit us right now, but maybe someday what you see on the video will be enticing enough to make you want to schedule a visit.
Yep. And our goal is to stay well and be able to, I thought about this morning. Jeff and I were on a walk, and I thought we just need to stay well and healthy so that we can be here for summer school.
Yes.
That's kind of our big goal is we really want summer school to happen, and we want all of you who are signed up to be able to come and feel comfortable coming.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry to interrupt, but it just reminds me that I'm going to do a newsletter, I promise. I apologize for the confusing email that I sent 10 days ago or something. It looked like the newsletter was posted. I was just trying to communicate that I was still working on it, and I still.
That's a big job. That newsletter is a big job.
What I've decided to do is it's going to come out the end of this week. I was pushing myself to try to get an April one done. Well, that didn't happen, so it's now a May 1 on Friday. So thank you for your patience. But in that newsletter, I'm going to tell you about the events that we've scheduled and what we know right now. So look for that information in there. And then
I think that's it. Oh, Jean came up with a really cool idea. So,
well, it's been fun to see the popularity of SWA 103 grow. Nicola has fallen in love with that silk and uses it in all of her sampler reproductions. And many of you are discovering how fun it is to stitch with. It comes off the spool one ply, and I don't know about you, but I hate to ply thread. That's what led me to Alvira SWA in the first place.
Yeah,
because I could stitch with one ply.
Right.
And but this thread is so fascinating. It's been produced for the company has been in business for 200 years. It was supposed to celebrate its 200th birthday, and it was going to have a big birthday bash in France, and that had to be, I hope, postponed because of this. I don't think it's been canceled. But this particular thread, 103, has been produced in the same form since before the Civil War, and it has never been changed. There's no other thread that you can say that about.
Wow.
And it's so versatile because it will provide adequate coverage depending on your preference for coverage. It will look good on 40 count if you like a lighter coverage. If you prefer a heavier coverage, start with 46 count, and it'll go all the way up to 46 count.
56.
56, sorry. Yeah. And interesting, I just learned this week, or last week, very recent, that people are stitching with it on 5360. I used to tell all of you a lie, and I thought it was the truth. I thought the only thread available to stitch on 5360 or 5260 was the Gloriana. And now we have the SWA Serfine, which is very similar to the 103 but much finer. But Nicola and her model stitchers and others are stitching with 103 on the uneven weave, the very fine uneven weave, and they're loving it. So the bottom line is, it depends on what kind of coverage you like. I prefer a little bit lighter coverage myself.
Me too. I like it just. I don't want it to look like a blob.
Right. Yeah. So I don't like it when it seems to jam into the hole together.
Right. Right.
But it's all personal preference, and you really have to try it and know your own tastes as to whether it will work for you on whichever count. But do not use it on 36 count. That won't work.
It would be too thin.
We'll show you on 40 count here. We have a model in the store. It's a hand-dyed linen, and it might be 41 count. I think I counted it. So it's just a little bit tighter than a 40. And the coverage for me is quite adequate. But I digress. I wanted to tell you about
tangents are a common thing around here. Like, left turn into.
I wanted to tell you about the SWA 103 Collectors Club, because so many of you are enjoying stitching with it. We're going to start a club as of we hope June 1. Sign up can be from now until then. We're limiting it to the first 50 just because we're not sure how we're going to fit all this in, but we don't want to overdo it.
Right.
So, and it's going to be approximately $9 per month, which is just under $30 a month.
So very affordable.
Very affordable, and you can and you can go to the Access Commodities website, accesscommodities.com, and download the form for SWA 103. And you can keep track of you can look at what you have at home, and you can then, when you join the club, you can mark down which colors we're sending you, and then you'll have a running record of what you have.
Yeah. The club is not customizable. Like, the club, you will just receive
what we choose,
what we're sending. Yeah. And so we try really hard to do custom orders and customize to you, but not
for the club.
No, not for the club. So if you get a duplicate, yay for you. You have two.
Yeah. And
don't call us and say, oh, I have two. I want to send one back. Nope. I'm sending back.
And in my spare time, I'm wanting to make a conversion chart so that the conversions won't be so difficult. Lamora at Access Commodities has been very gracious in doing conversions, but she's swamped, and we can't impose on that. But we're trying to put together a conversion sheet for use in-house, so that when you call and say, would you please convert this sampler to 103, it will be an easier task. Right now it's pretty difficult.
Right.
Just to explain, in the Avir SWA line, the SWA d'Alger has a set of numbers, and then the 103 has a new set of numbers, which are exactly the same numbers as the SWA Surfine, except the SWA Surfine has a 2 in front of it.
Right.
So anyway, aren't these beautiful?
Yep. It'll come to you just like that on
a ribbon.
On a ribbon, and it'll be a little prize every month.
I love it.
I love it too. I think it'll be really pretty. So
all right.
That's kind of something we thought would be really fun. So we're gonna do a walk around. We have some exciting things for you today. We have some sneak peeks. Yep. We have sneak peeks. We have
some attic exclusives.
Attic exclusives that we have the chart. Nobody else has the chart. Some new models and a new trip around the store, a different part of the store you haven't seen before. So we'll see you on the flip side. Okay, it's time for a progress update. This is Jean's model of Ann Wilkinson. So tell us how you're doing.
Well, I'm going a little rogue. Some people have such a strict rule never to modify a reproduction sampler. And I don't share that. It's my sampler, and I want to do what pleases me. So, like, this is supposed to be a different color, this little berry right here, and I thought it needed a little, I thought I like that. And then this is not quite the right, it's supposed to be a deeper orange, but I started to put the deeper orange over here, and I didn't like it, so I went over here and tried the lighter, and I liked it. So I've just, when I sit down with my sampler, I have all these colors to choose from, and I'm just having fun.
There, yeah. Yeah, we should have fun.
Yeah, and I love that little bird.
I know,
isn't he cute? Yes.
Oh,
I wish I was further along.
I love his little hot pink legs.
I know.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, I know. I love him. So this is a combination, just to refresh everyone, this is a combination of Tudor Silk and SWA Surfine. Neither line had enough greens to accommodate the full palette, so I was so grateful to have both choices. And this is 56 count linen, and I love it, and I enjoy it a lot. But I just wish I was further along, because, there's something coming that I can't wait to switch to. We'll show up in a little while.
Okay.
A little while.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We have
Okay.
sneak peeks.
Okay, so that's all I have to say about and except to tell everyone that we're going to continue the special sampler of the month through the first week of May in conjunction with the introduction of our May sampler of the month, because I feel badly because I didn't get a newsletter out with the information. So just to make up for that.
Yeah, and we're still, if you have ordered Ann, we are working to get her out. We've had to restock the silks
Yes.
several times
Yes.
to be able to get all that we needed. So
Right.
we appreciate your patience and waiting for the restocks to come in, and hopefully, and the prices, I will stick the prices in so you can see what those are. And
Always on the sampler of the month, you
Yes.
save 15% if you buy a minimum of 2 of the 3 parts for the piece.
Yes. So, okay. So, speaking of sampler of the month.
Speaking of a sneak peek,
I know. Oh, here.
This is the beautiful Jean Key reproduction from Gentle Pursuits Designs, and this is Sharon Huffstetler's incredibly beautiful model that she has kindly loaned to the attic for display.
Can you lift her up?
Sure.
Because I think I have a few shadows.
Absolutely.
And she's so, look at that. When we got it, we were all so thankful she didn't fill in the house. Like, thank you, Jean Key. Oh, yeah, look how beautiful that is.
Rhonda's going to fill it in.
Rhonda is.
Yes.
Not me.
No, me either.
Oof. Wow. And look at the satin stitches in the border.
Look at that border. Oh.
Wow. And the little baskets and the reindeer and the house. That is a Scottish country estate. That's what that is right there. Wow. So that will be our sampler of the month
For May.
for May. And that is stitched on Russian tea cake.
37 count.
37 count Russian tea cake. And we'll have other options.
Yes.
Or you might have a half yard of linen in your stash you want to put it on. She is not diminutive. She is a big, she's what we call a BAP. She is big project. Okay, what's next?
Let's go to the wall.
All right, we're going to go to the wall.
I wanted to talk about this today because, for several reasons, several people have questioned the coverage of 103 on 40 count linen, and this is an example. Gloria Moore of My Lady's Needle used 103. Now this is a hand-dyed linen, and it has shrunk just a bit. I counted it, and I can't remember, but I think it's 41 or 42 stitches per inch.
Threads. 40. I think you told me it was 42.
Okay. But the other reason I wanted to talk about it is because there's been an increased interest in uneven weave linen, especially because some people now are using 103 on it, to my surprise. But Gloria has kindly let us hang her beautiful antique in the store. And it's so interesting to me because this is about 5360 linen, and it's a rectangular shaped sampler. But in Gloria's reproduction, it's almost a square on the even weave linen. So it's just really interesting. And this is really what started my journey and my interest in the uneven weave linen.
Oh, you have yours.
Yes. And I'm going to ask you to insert the picture of Lisa Miller's incredible reproduction. I've sent it to you, so you can put that in, because it's absolutely stunning. She brought it last June for our Bethia workshop, and it inspired me to try to get mine finished. Hasn't happened yet.
And she did it on the 5260, the lakeside?
Yes, she did this. She did it just like this, except hers is framed and done. But I just wanted you to see how much similar
it's
in
so
size.
Precious.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go home and finish that
Go
tonight.
home. Yeah.
Okay.
Up to, lady.
Okay.
You don't got nothing else to do.
No.
There will not be a newsletter. No, just kidding. Jean can either stitch or make a newsletter. Those are her choices.
But we have some
Wow,
here,
that's so beautiful. That's such a great sampler. Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
And then, which brings us to show you the beautiful uneven weave linens that we have here. This is Sycamore Seed Pod, which many of you have fallen in love with, the
Yeah.
golden color.
It's kind of gold. I'm trying to get the right color in the
Okay,
lens.
sorry.
Yeah, that's pretty gold. It's
Okay.
golden-ish.
And then this is Sicilian Marzipan, which has in some light a little bit of a very faint pinkish tone. But I never stitch anything twice, but I did this because I wanted everyone to see the difference. It was small enough for me to demonstrate. On uneven weave linen, the 53 is always along the lower number is always along the selvage.
Okay.
And so in this particular model, the selvage was across the bottom horizontally. If you put the selvage vertically, it comes out this shape. And both are lovely in their own right,
Yeah.
but so there's no wrong.
Right.
But it's just interesting to me.
And if you didn't see one, you wouldn't know
Right.
what the other one looked like.
Right. And then
And the thing I like about it is it doesn't distort. You know, no matter which way you turn the
Right.
fabric, your crosses, the little X's are still going to make a beautiful picture.
right. And this is another model that we have. This is on Sycamore Seed Pod. And this is a hats sampler. This is the
And Gardner.
Ann Gardner. Sorry, I had
A moment.
a moment. And I think it's with it's with Swasserfine. And I love this. And I've been wanting to stitch this ever since it came out, but I just lose my motivation when I've seen it done.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's not like a secret or
Right.
or an unveiling. Or something.
Unveiling,
I
right?
don't
Because
know.
you've already seen it done.
But I really want to stitch that.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then we also have this model here. I love this model. I love the sentiment on the model
I do too.
because here,
It's
hold
very-
it up so we can see. I
Okay.
don't think I can. Yeah, there we go. The sentiment says, "No winter lasts forever. No spring skips its turn." And even though it's almost summer here and it's over 100 degrees, I feel like we're kind of in a winter of, you know,
Emotion.
emotion. Yeah,
Yeah.
this has kind of been a hard time for a lot of people and in your home and not being able to see loved ones. And so I really love
And
that.
your
verse.
grandbabies.
I haven't seen my grandbaby who lives less than 2 miles away from me. I haven't seen her since March 8th.
Oh,
I know.
that makes me sad.
I know, it makes me sad. So, I mean, we FaceTime and we do Marco Polos, but I can't wait to squish her. You know, just give her a big hug
there's
and
nothing
a
like it.
kiss and anyway.
There's nothing like
so,
it.
but if you see the, see that's rectangle. But because of the way it's on the uneven weave linen, it's square. And it looks great. Both ways are fabulous.
I love
So,
it.
That's a wonderful. Now you're probably all wondering, what is
Ooh.
up with all that silk?
Oh, I'm so
I know.
excited. I can't
Have
wait.
you ever seen so much silk in one place?
So much red.
Oh, so much
So
red.
this is just a little preview of what's to come from hats the end of the week. This is a sampler and this is another sampler. And I can't wait.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Aren't
How
they
many
beautiful?
colors is that colorful one? Wow, that's really
I
colorful.
think we're missing a couple colors, so don't count.
Okay. Don't count.
Don't count. I think we're missing
That's
a couple.
beautiful.
But, isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah. So in our next video, we will have an unveiling. We
Yes.
just thought we would tease you,
Yes.
right?
Because we just can't resist. Those are so beautiful.
I know.
And,
We can't resist teasing.
and these will be gone in a heartbeat, so we won't.
Yeah.
Maybe we won't even be able to show you next time.
Right.
I don't
They'll be
know.
gone.
We'll get more.
All right. We'll get more. Yeah, we can always get more. Then we have some charts, some new charts.
Oh yes.
This is from Heartsease.
This is Teresa Baird's latest
Oh.
creation. She is so talented. Virginia. She was going to release this as a workshop piece, and then under all of the circumstances existing in the world, she decided to release it for distribution to needleworkers without a workshop. The chart is $70, and it's filled with multiple pages of her stitch diagrams, which are very, very good. And we have ordered the straw flower, which she used for her model. It's not here, but it's ordered, so
Okay.
in several counts.
Yeah.
And then, I wish that I could just like do that part.
Or the bee skip. Look at the bee skip.
Oh, the bee skip, yes.
Yes, all those flowers around it.
Yes.
That might be what I would wind up doing.
Look at this one.
I know.
The little shepherdess under the tree.
I know. Those would make such cute pillows or gifts, or they're so beautiful.
And there's some deer under the trees on both sides. Oh, it's just, she is an amazing needle artist. Just really, really talented.
Yeah. An artist. That's the right word.
Yeah, she is an artist, because it's one thing to reproduce samplers, but it's another thing to create them and to this incredible detail and color and stitches, and very, very talented woman. And then we have,
I think they're both right there.
oh, are they?
Yeah.
Oh,
There we
thank
go.
you. We have part 1 and part 2, the Celtic Sampler, the Wallace and Robertson. This is one from Darlene Osteen, now being reproduced and presented to you by Needlework Press, who bought the copyright for Needle's Praise. But, oh, excuse me. This is a very, very popular set that hasn't been available for a while, and it is now available.
That's so beautiful.
I think the set of two is $96.
$96. Yeah, they're $48 each, or $96 for the pair. And most people have been purchasing them in a pair just because they go so well together. So, oh, that's really pretty. Okay, I think that's everything.
We only have a few more copies left of this, and then it goes. This is an attic exclusive in that no one else has this chart. Paige Dorsey designed it for her son's wedding, and when her son got a divorce, she contacted me and said, "Would you like to display this model in your shop?"
Oh, this is so sad.
And I said, "I would love to. It's absolutely beautiful."
I didn't know that's where it came from.
Yes. It's the chart is only $26 for all of the beautiful.
Yeah, look at the specialty. Holy cow!
Isn't it gorgeous? And we only have a couple of charts remaining, and then the model will go back to Paige. Maybe she can pick it out and give it to the next
daughter-in-law.
I don't know. But anyway, it's so beautiful.
Oh, I had a friend who did that. When she got divorced, she picked out her ex-husband's name and put in her new husband's name.
Oh, really?
Yes. He didn't mind.
Oh.
Oh, and then this, I don't know if we've ever shown the Berlin wool work before. Jean stitched this.
It's another one of my unfinished.
Almost,
But I'm almost
finished.
done. I just have a little space. If I take it home and work on it, maybe I will.
This is a 9-part. This is a 9-part sampler. It comes in all 9 parts, and I think it's $140 for all 9 parts.
$144.
$144, and it's 9 complete chart sets.
Also by Darlene Osteen.
Yeah, it's
The Needle's Praise.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I love it. It really gives a sense of accomplishment when you get one of the motifs done and move on.
Yeah. And then this little basket here, I don't think we've shown this. This is the little, by the Prairie Sampler.
Yes.
And it's her little
And then
basket.
we have a couple of her other things in here.
Yeah. So we do have we can't get the horn book anymore, right?
Right.
But we can get the charts. Just not the horn book. So, but there's lots of Etsy people and out there being creative. Yeah. This is so beautiful. This is Jean stitching. Didn't you win a ribbon with this?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, this was like...
Here's the ribbon.
The ribbon. Oh, there it is. The Phoenix Needlework Show.
I don't know what year that was, but
place.
Anyway, I finished something.
Yay!
This is probably one of the most beautiful pieces I ever stitched. I really enjoyed stitching it. And this book, even if you don't ever stitch this, you need this book in your library because Linda Berry designed this, and her instructions are so good
Wow.
that it's just worth having. And some of the stitches in it, I haven't seen in any sampler ever. I found them in some of my antique needlework books, stitch books, but I've never seen a sampler that featured them. So it's really a treasure.
Wow. That's very beautiful.
I started it in 1997 and I finished it in 2001.
That's not bad. At least you finished it. I'm really proud of you.
Yeah, me too.
Oh. And then above it is a model. That's a Stacy Nash model. Let Virtue be a guide to
Yeah,
you.
she made it into a purse, and we made it into a framed piece.
Yeah, cool boat. Ship. It's a ship. It's not a boat.
Ship.
Yeah, it's a ship. Okay, so over here, this is Priscilla's Pocket. And April, who is half of Priscilla's Pocket, works here. Now, so you may get to talk to her. This is one of my favorites.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah. I love all the pink and the red.
Yes.
That is Mary Allison. That's what I think that's the name of the chart.
Yes.
It's Mary Allison. And
yes, Mary Allison.
Mary Allison, yeah.
It's a Scottish sample.
Yeah, I just love that. Okay, so Jean, spin. Give me a Vanna spin here.
Okay.
And
How about the Lucy's
pocket? If you like to.
Colonial Pocket.
The Colonial Pocket. I remember that was a summer school project.
Yes, and so was the Mary Allison, I believe.
Yeah.
And
then this is really cute.
I love that one. Where Liberty Dwells.
There is my country. I hope it's clear.
Bunny just loved patriotic things.
Yeah. Is that blurry, or do I need to put my glasses on?
No, that looks good, I think.
Does it look good?
I think.
I think I need to put my...
Okay.
And then...
There's an unfinished sampler.
Oh, Jean, we don't have to finish our samplers. We can just frame them.
Oh, yay!
The world has opened up.
That's Lydia Stetson.
Which one's that?
The unfinished.
Oh, the unfinished one. Well, there you go.
Yes.
That just solved all my problems.
Yes.
I'm bringing some framing in, my unfinished samplers. And H. Faulkner, that is beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
That was another summer school project.
That was. All those beautiful pinks. And I think that's done all in silk.
I think so too. I would tell you for sure if I saw the pattern.
And then, okay, so do another
Stone from the hand of a friend is an apple.
Isn't that cute?
Isn't that cute?
Little friendship sampler. And then,
here's H. Faulkner. I can tell you it is Gloriana Florimel.
Yeah, and 12-ply works just as good. This sweet little thing. This is all done in silks too. This is a sweet little. Are
you looking at this?
Yeah.
Yes, isn't that sweet?
Yeah. Oh, popular. And they come. Aren't they cute? Now there's 3 sets. There's a set 1 and set 2 and set 3. I'm not sure which is which. And then she has, these are little kits. The bunny and the kitty. And
some of her little pillows are so sweet.
So sweet. So but Bunny, who passed away a couple of years ago, we were so blessed to have her live close to us and share her models.
And here's a few more.
Yeah, that's a cute little red sampler.
That one, that is, yes, and here it is in green. And that was the one that I held up by mistake.
And in blue. So to show you can do it in any color.
It's the CEJ sampler.
Right.
And here's one of the beautiful boxes that their father, April's father, makes, Bunny's husband.
Wow.
And
they're beautiful.
And here's a sweet little needle case that goes with that set. The Where Liberty Dwells.
Oh, Where Liberty Dwells.
Yes.
I love that one.
Leave it open longer?
No, I think that's good. There, that one with the little box with the lid.
Isn't that
So cute.
Isn't that sweet?
And then the red.
And the box is available still.
Yeah. Okay, so our next corner of the store, this is over in our primitive corner. And we want to show you all these darling little models. And these are where our blackbird charts live. So
And we just added a couple of that.
yeah.
You have In Friendship's Way, the new one.
Yes, it just came out again, re-release, and we have them here. And then
this wonderful series, Summer, Autumn, Winter, the 3-part series.
Yep.
I have 2 of the 3. And
me too. I'm so glad they came out with the third one again.
Me too.
I can finish my set finally. Don't you kick yourselves when you're like, oh, I'll get it, I'll get it, and then we don't get it, and then it's not available.
With
and
Blackbird, we have to learn not to do that because, as Brenda says, buy it.
Buy it. That's right. Buy it. That's the rule.
Yeah.
So up here in this corner, model 291.
It's the Kingsford Sampler, Carriage House.
And model 289.
A Bird Sang. It's by Hands to Work, and I need to contact Tracy to see if she's reprinting that again. I love that. I love the bird and the deer and the little rabbit and
that swirly grass.
yes.
Okay, so Tracy, if you're watching, we might need some more of this.
We do need some more of that.
We do need some more. We love your samplers. We're not kissing them or anything.
No.
No. Okay, and this is from Chessie and Me.
1890 House Sampler.
I think that's one of her first ones. Yeah, one of her first.
I don't
No,
know. From
maybe not.
2004.
Yeah, no,
Maybe.
And then look how cute that is.
The alphabet
The
sampler.
alphabet sampler. That's also from Chessie and Me.
I love that. I've always wanted to just stitch the square in the middle.
The little girl
Yes.
in her little red dress. Oh,
Yes.
she's precious. And then
Garden Glade.
Garden Glade.
From Carriage House.
We do have her started.
Yes, she's headless.
Yeah,
in the other
she's headless across the shop.
started. Guess who started it and didn't finish it? Oh,
I don't know. Who would that have been?
I don't know. And
So there's probably a silk conversion. If Jean was stitching it, I'm
Yes,
sure there's a silk
there is
conversion.
a silk conversion.
Oh, look at this Miss Lila's house.
Oh, that was one of my most favorite samplers, and I loved painting with the hand-dyed silks because I just want you to see, see here on the sidewalk where it's light and then it goes down, it goes to dark,
Oh, yeah.
and I just felt like I was painting with the thread. I enjoyed it so much.
That's why we love the hand-dyed so
Yes. It's stitched on a linen color that's no longer available, at least currently not available. But there are some good substitutions from other dyers, so we'll fix you up if you're interested in
Yeah.
that.
It's like a dark green color. It's a little darker than it's showing in the camera, but
Oh, yeah.
it's showing light.
Yeah, it's a little bit darker than that. That's
That'd be
interesting.
really pretty on tin roof.
Yes. And some of the Picture This Plus colors.
Yeah.
And down, don't just forget
Here we
Spot
go.
the Horse.
Oh, Spot the Horse. Look how cute he is. That's by Carriage House, huh?
Yes.
And then this is...
Brethren, the time is short, and I'm sorry I can't remember who it's
It's model 304 if you want to know.
364.
I
364.
really should put my glasses on. Everything's a little... Sorry, ladies. We're just winging it over here today. Okay, model 250. Oh, that's by the... You know...
Ooh, I should have looked it up.
Yeah.
I thought I remembered.
Model 251. It'll come to me.
It comes
Twisted
with
thread.
Twisted thread.
Twisted thread. And it comes with
The wool.
the wool. See, it's stitching and wool. It's a little bit of everything.
And now where are you going? Okay, up
I'm going
there to
up.
301.
Oh, here, 301.
Okay, that's Keep a Green Tree in Your Heart, and that
Oh,
is...
isn't that cute?
I love that. And that is Carriage House again.
And this is Carriage House, too.
Yes.
That's a really
Scarlet
fun
Berries.
one. Yes. Look how fun that is. And, oh, I love this one, too.
Lulu's Flock.
Yeah, Lulu's
Yes.
Flock.
pursue the pleasures of a peaceful life. Oh,
Right?
let's do that.
Please. That's Chessie and me, I believe.
Yes,
right?
it is.
And then.
And this is one of my all-time favorites.
Oh, yeah.
From Blackbird. I love the verse.
Yeah.
Betsy stitched this for me for my birthday one year, and she really didn't want me to hang it in the shop, but I loved the verse so much that I wanted others to see it, because I don't think it ever got its due, this particular little sampler. I looked for something sweet to send you. The violets asked if they would do. Oh, I love that.
That's so sweet.
And here we have some. This is another Chessie and Me 283. And this one, for some reason, doesn't have a number. But it is Homespun Elegance.
Yes.
Delivering something. I can't remember the name of it. 285 is a you and I chart.
Isn't that pretty? I took a class. Remember, they came to the shop. Took a class from them. They were
fun.
so much fun.
And this is a Little House.
Yeah, it's
design.
done really little. See, that's what Little House looks like on 40 count. That's so cute.
Isn't it cute?
And then
which one are you going to? This
192.
one? Okay, that's from Praiseworthy Stitches.
So look at those cute. That was like an Easter basket. It's just so bright and happy.
Isn't it cheery?
Yeah. And then this one.
This is a Blackbird Designs chart that we have 3 charts remaining, and then it's gone. I don't believe there are any more out there, but I stitched it in 2007 as a tribute to my mother, and I really like it.
Yeah, I love the verse.
Me too.
A place to put your name and your mom's name.
Yes.
So yeah, there's only 3, so act fast if you want it. And then here's where we keep our Blackbird collection. So if there's something you're looking for, give us a call, because chances are we have it. Hopefully. And then we have these little guys down here too. That little gathering basket.
Yes.
And there's a few small charts, and those are pin cushions. Look how cute. Oh my goodness. Little dress pin cushions.
Let's see. $14.
Oh, they're so sweet.
Aren't they cute?
Yeah. Yeah, little buttons, little lace collar, little ruffle. Those are sweet. Oh. And then,
Sampler maker.
is that from Carriage House, right?
Yes.
They have a series.
Tavern signs.
Yeah, tavern signs. So, bye, friends. It was fun.
Bye.
Right? Bye.
Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you, and we'll see you next time. We'll see you in email, one or the other, and or we'll talk to you on the phone. All right.
Enjoy
Thank
your
you.
week.